As of today, Soul Assembly's new title, Drop Dead the Cabin, is out on the Quest 2 for $24.99. This sequel follows Drop Dead Dual Strike Edition, which was a very popular game but nowadays is extremely outdated. As the name would suggest, Drop Dead the Cabin takes place in a cabin. This isn't any ordinary cabin though, it is a cabin in the woods that acts as a trap for lost hikers. Once they wander into it, hordes of radioactive zombies are released, and players must fight for their life if they want to survive the night. Each game begins in the living room of the cabin, and each section of both the cabin and the outdoors are blocked off. After looking around the cabin, you'll be able to find a couple of entry-level weapons and supplies that you'll use to survive until you can unlock or find more. Killing zombies earns you research points, and players can spend their research points to open doors, which allow them to access new areas of the map, as well as open containers which hold ammo, weapons, or health revivals in the form of milk. The zombies come in waves, with each wave being more difficult than the last. Soul Assembly is strongly pushing this game as a co-op multiplayer. The problem with reviewing a co-op multiplayer game though is if you're having fun with a friend, you're gonna have fun no matter what the quality of the game is. Because of that, I decided to play solo. That is a choice I made for the integrity of the review, and definitely not because I didn't have anyone to play with. But moving on. While killing zombies and unlocking areas of the map, you'll also want to keep the power and lights on. You do so by finding fuel canisters which you have to connect to the generator, as well as fixing the electrical box. With the power on, it's not only easier to see, but the generator also distracts the zombies. The power is also required to be on to call for help and escape. I sadly never made it that far though. The game is extremely difficult, and while I made it harder on myself by playing solo, it's still very unforgiving and at times I think unnecessarily hard. While playing, you can't really take time to look around, think, and make out a plan at all. Each horde, you barely survive, and you don't have time to catch your breath because within 10 seconds the next horde begins attacking. It is also extremely difficult to find weapons. At the start of each game, you're given a revolver, a handgun, a bat, and a hatchet. Other than that though, I've not been able to come across any other type of weapon that gives you a real shot at survival. And I know that they're in the game, there's shotguns and automatic rifles. They are just extremely difficult to come by, and even if you do come by one, it's just as hard to get ammo for it. While it may be an extremely hard game, I do see a level of quality in it that comes from developers with years of experience in VR. If you do think that this is a game you might like, I put a referral code in the description and as a pinned comment, and that will at least give you 25% off. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, this is Andy's VR Reviews.